Pirate Tales, How Percy Became a Pirate, by D.S. and Scotty Palmer. Percy is a sailor. It's really hard work. There's always heavy stuff to lift and dirty things to clean, and there's always more work than there are sailors to do it. 'Tis bad usage to make sailors do all this ugly work, a sailor complained. Quit your sniveling and lift hearty, ye grimy dogs, or you'll be sleeping with rats in the hole, yelled Captain Steele. Percy wasn't always a sailor. He was going to make horseshoes with his dad, but their town ran out of horses. There is no work for Percy to do. I don't know what to do without horses, said Percy. No horses means no work, and no work means no food for everyone. You know, said a rough-looking man, horses move with people, but the sea is always full of ships. That rough-looking man was Captain Steele, and he sent a chill down Percy's spine. He seemed gigantic. His big brown beard hung over a frown that was missing a lot of teeth. He kept one hand on his sword, and his sword clanked against his boots every time he walked. Percy was very afraid of Captain Steele, but he didn't know what else he could do for work. So Percy went aboard the Black Beauty. Right away, Captain Steele got really mean. He walked by one sailor and hit his head. "What did you do to me sail?" Steele asked. "It's hoisted, sir," the scared sailor whimpered. "But nobody said to do any hoisting yet," Captain Steele growled as he swung his boot and kicked him off of the boat. Captain Steele wasn't the only monster aboard. His first mate was Woodnose, and he was even meaner than Steele. Woodnose was bald and skinny, and his striped pants made him look really tall. And every night he kept food from all of the other sailors. "But we worked so hard and are so hungry," the crew shouted. "Well, work harder tomorrow then," he slurped through his stew. And then, when the Black Beauty made it to the other side of the ocean, Percy and the sailors were only paid 1 gold coin. "You told me I'd be getting 3, yelled Johnny Claw. "You'll get what I give ya," Captain Steele yelled. "It's my ship. These be my rules." The sailors sat mad and quiet, while Steele ate a huge feast, and Woodnose showed him his new ruby ring. The next day, Johnny Claw was still really mad. "Maybe some pirates will come and save us from those 2 tyrants," he grumbled. "Not pirates," gasped Percy. "They'll rob us blind. The king should save us." "The king don't care, matey," Johnny Claw said. "You don't think he knows what's happening over there?" Percy looked just as the captain wound up and hit a sailor with his hat, while Woodnose laughed. Just then, someone above shouted, "Ahoy, the black flag!" All of the sailors stopped what they were doing. Everyone was scared. "Pirates!" gasped Johnny Claw. They stared ahead as the enemy ship got closer and closer. "Battle stations!" Captain Steele said nervously. Nobody moved. The pirate's ship moved next to the Black Beauty. "Fire, fire, I say!" yelped Steele. "Why don't you take aim and send them to Davy Jones' locker?" "There's so many of them," Percy whispered. The pirate's ship was full of fierce-looking sailors. The deck was filled with different colors from their shirts, and bright lights shot off of their swords and into Percy's eyes. "Leave your mops! Put down that rigging!" Steele ordered. "But she said to always have a tool in our hand," reminded Johnny Claw. It was too late anyway. By this time, the pirates had come aboard the Black Beauty. They had long hair and as many scars as blue tattoos. "Grab your swords! Defend your ship!" Captain Steele screeched. "But she said it was your ship, and your rules," Claw reminded him. "Do what I tells ye, or you'll walk the plank!" Steele screamed. The pirates were coming aboard. "Now that sounds like the Steele I remember," a pirate said as he leaped before the captain. "Remember me?" he asked. Captain Steele shrank in fear as the pirate walked up to him. The captain looked up. His eyes grew wide. "Artie?" he whispered. "The name be Skeleton now," the pirate yelled, "and we're here to set these men free from you." Johnny Claw shouted, "Huzzah!" while the pirates pointed their swords at Steele and Woodnose. "What say ye, men? Would you like to be paid and work like men and not beasts?" Skeleton asked. "Huzzah!" both ships yelled. "Then let's go and be pirates," Skeleton yelled, "right after we teach this captain a lesson." "No, please, don't make me walk the plank," Captain Steele begged. "Huzzah!" the sailors from the Black Beauty cheered. "Turn him into fish food," yelled Johnny Claw. "Make him into supper." "No, men," Skeleton said. "We're not as bad as your captain. Put him and his mate in a boat. We'll give them a rowing chance." Percy watched them put the captain in a rowboat. The other sailors hurried to become pirates. "What about you?" Skeleton asked Percy. "Is a pirate's life for you?" "I don't know," said Percy. "Aren't pirates thieves? Don't you sail and steal and make it hard on the honest?" "Nay," Skeleton said. "We treat everyone the way they treat us. Bad usage gets punished. Fair treatment receives reward. That's the pirate way. Now Percy is a pirate. He's paid what he's promised. He eats like everyone else, and he gets to work with the best friends a sailor ever had.